Okay, so today we'll be working on triggers. Now, the basic premises of a trigger is when the player or an object or whatever walks into this red zone, this trigger that we've created, it will trigger a script. And I'll show you how to set it all up very soon and how it all will illustrate my point. I'm going to delete this trigger here, click on the button, hold the left mouse button down on the area I want to select. You'll see this black square, and then just let go, move up how high you want it, and click. And there we go. You should get this little pop-up window. If you create a new trigger, just click new, and I'm going to call this one YouTube Trigger 1. Don't worry about the name, it's not really needed. Hardly ever you'll need a name for a trigger. It's useful for finding it in the name section, I believe, but apart from that, I really don't think it's useful. Yeah, I mean, we're now halfway there, so now we're going to attach a script to it. I think in this case, if we walk into this area, we will turn off these lights that I've got. I think that's a good idea. So we are going to click on the three dots. I'm going to go to Script, New. I'm going to call this SCN YouTube Turn Off Lights. And we're going to go to Begin on Trigger, Enter, space, and then Player. Now this is different to begin game mode because this will only, the script will only run once the player has entered it. If they've exited it, the script will basically not run anymore, but anything that had already run will remain sort of affected by that. So the second he walks in, all these lights will turn off and they will not turn back on because they're already off. There's no way to turn them on yet. Don't worry about that. We're not going to do it in this tutorial, but it's relatively straightforward. You'll just add another trigger outside of it, so if he goes into that, that turns them back on. For instance, anyway, we're not actually going to bother with it. Okay, so a little trick you can use, for turning these lights off. I think I actually need to press save on that first, and then OK. And I'm just going to save it real quick. Make sure you just close all your windows. Now we're going to give these reference names. The reason why we have to do this is because the only way we can actually affect these is if they have a reference name. So YouTube Light 1. Just going to copy that. Okay. Just going to edit all of these. You can select anything. You can even do it with furniture. You can do it with NPCs. You can do it with objects. Absolutely anything you want. But I'm just going to do it with lights just to show you how the trigger works. Now this is quite an advanced trigger, so I do apologize. It's not something simple like as soon as he goes in, just one of the lights turns off or something. But hopefully this will give you a good idea. So double click on the red box, go to edit base to bring up this window, and now we're going to assign the script to it. So turn off lights, and I'm going to go in this little three dots to bring it up, and now we're going to type in YouTube Light 1 dot disable. Now I'm going to copy and paste this 4 times just because I have 5 lights in total, and I'm just going to disable them all. There we go. Okay, so just to recap, this here is the area that when the player walks into it will disable the lights. Well, trigger the script which will disable the lights, so only when they enter it, these will be disabled, and that's the end of the script. Just going to save it and press OK on the activator and press OK on that. And there we go. So I'm just going to press F5. Yep, so the lights are still on. Okay, so basic concept is the player walks into this, the script will trigger, and the script will turn the lights off. So that is the basics of a trigger. I'll show you this in game very soon. Obviously you can use this to, so if the player walks into it, they can't move, and then it will add a script package to another NPC, and then they can walk up to you and say a line of dialogue, anything like that. So basically this is just a volume where if the player walks into it, it'll trigger the script that's attached to it. That is the pure basics of the script. So let's just check out to see if our light works. Okay, so in the center of the room, boom, lights are off. And there we go. So if you found this tutorial helpful, leave a like. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and that's all. Thank you.